I think John Bowman had said earlier in the season that Rick, as a coach, kind of tries to take stress away from the players. Have you felt that, experienced that?
Yeah, definitely. He knows how to take care of the players' bodies as far as practice and things like that. He just really he understands. He's been to the playoffs a lot. He's been to a few Grey Cups. He knows what he's doing, and we all trust him. We trust him leading us and steering us in the right direction.
VA, you mentioned the 6 interception game, the 3 interception game. You've also had some very high highs this year, of course, but you weren't labeled a West Division All-Star. I'm curious, at this point of your career, do you still feel like a bit of an underdog? Do you feel like maybe you don't get as much respect as you should?
I've always been an underdog. I said that earlier this week, and it's all right to me. I want to win. The biggest thing, obviously everyone has personal goals going into a season, going into your job. You guys all have personal goals of accomplishing things, so. And it didn't happen, but that's fine. The team goal, getting to the playoffs, winning a playoff game. The next step is winning this one and then trying to get to the next one. So at this point, I don't care about the All-Stars, MOP, any of that. I want to win and let my team know I'm willing to do whatever it takes, to help us get this win tomorrow.
What would it mean for you to start a Grey Cup at quarterback?
It would mean a lot, but just can't make it bigger than what it is, So, again, got to handle this one first, and then we'll talk about that.
You practiced all week in BC Place to have the noise. How much of an impact do you think the crowd is going to have at the game tomorrow?
These are the loudest fans in the CFL, and we all know that. So I think practicing in the Dome this week helped, having the echo and everything like that. We have to over-communicate signals, things like that. So, I think it helped us, and I think it's going to help us. And we just have to come out here, play smart football, not get any silly penalties, align right, do our assignment right, and have fun doing it.
You obviously had a great performance in the West Semi last weekend. You had a lot of rushing yards, which is something you're capable of doing, but you've stayed maybe more in the pocket this year than running in the past. Do you feel like playoff football makes you a little freer with your running, right? Maybe in August you want to avoid some of those hits, but nowadays, with playoffs on the line, do you feel like you're maybe more able to take some of those hits?
Yeah, playoffs on the line. I'm trying to do whatever I can. I always, I don't look to run first. If I need to run, then I feel like and I need to get out, then I'll do that. But especially right now, in the playoffs, I'm trying to have the defense play as honest as possible and not just forget about me. And if that's the case, then I see a lane, then I'll use my feet. But I'm going to go through the reads, and I'm going to do what the reads ask me to do. And if a guy is there, then I'm going to trust it. I'm going to make that throw.
Not sure. Have you been out on the field yet?
Not really, no.
Just curious your thoughts on the weather conditions. It's not supposed to be terribly cold tomorrow, but you guys don't normally play in that. So just thoughts on playing in a little bit colder weather.
Yeah, we know playing in November is going to be cold, playing anywhere unless you're in BC Place, So this is not our first time playing football. We played football in college in snow and all this stuff. So they have to play in it too. And, we just, like I said, let's just be ready to go out there and adjust to anything we need to adjust to.
Had to be one of the best games of your career last week. How do you carry it forward, or can you? Everyone talks, who's been up here before, it's a different game. But do you feel like there's things you can build upon from that?
Yes, always. You can always clean up things and get better from things. We watch the film, and there's quite a few things I want to clean up and get better at. So hopefully we can do that. I'm still preparing, all night tonight, early tomorrow. So I just want to be locked into my preparation and focused on this game plan. And I know my receivers and O-line and the rest of the offense will be too. So, again, we just need to execute and come out here and play our game.
And just want to ask you to give a thought on your counterpart for tomorrow, Zach Caleros, who's obviously got a lot of experience in these kind of big games.
Yeah, he's been the guy you look up to, him, Bo, as quarterbacks, and he's been leading the charge these last few years, making it to the Grey Cup, back-to-back MOPs. I love his game. I love how he extends the play, and doing things like that. So I know our defense they need to do a good job of containing him and stuff like that. But again, I love what he does, and I'm excited for the opportunity to play against him again.
Back to last weekend's game, how much confidence did that game, by you in particular in the offense, give you? But then you're going to be playing against a kind of a different level of defense tomorrow.
Yeah, it's definitely that game last week gave us a lot of confidence going into this week, going into the practice week. And like you said, it is a different defense, different group. They do different things, So, but again, just excited for the opportunity. We all have to live up to the moment and enjoy this process, and have fun.
Vernon, a lot of people talk about wanting to have a balanced offense, run game, pass game. We know how prolific your pass game is. We know how prolific your receivers are. There's also a good running back, but you guys ranked 9th in the league. Is it overrated to have a balanced offense?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I know you would like to have that, but if passing is your thing, or if running is your thing, and that helps you get the win, by any means, you got to do what you do to get that win. So we'll see how the game goes, and we just have to make adjustments throughout the game.
It's not like you haven't had, great seasons or flashes in previous years, but everyone kind of sees this year as your kind of almost in a way coming out party. I know you played great football, obviously, with BC last year too, but what have you learned about yourself this season?
Just learn how to just prepare every day as a starter, regardless or not. The way I prepare now, since I've been here in BC, I've never prepared like this in college, Montreal, anywhere. In those other places, I didn't study as much. I just went out on the field and counted on my athletic ability. And then now I just been more able to, go through my reads and actually be a quarterback back there and throw it, and I think that it's helped out a lot. So I'm just going to keep taking my preparation to the next level as, get older and things like that.
Remember you said that before. Do you ever wonder, and not to lament the past or whatever, but given just your God-given athletic ability, do you ever wonder what might have been if you had done some of those things earlier in your career?
Yeah, definitely. I wish I would have had someone like Trevor Harris, early in my career that could help me, because nobody really grabbed me, pulled me to the side, and showed me how to study and showed me how to do the right things as a quarterback, So I always, just looked at myself as an athlete, So getting Trevor Harris last year in Montreal, it helped me a ton.
Vernon, the matchup with Winnipeg in Week 18, what are your lingering memories of that game or thoughts that you have from that game and how it played out?
Yeah, it was tough, man. I know for that whole week we were messed up for that whole week, just because we had a 10-game or a 10-point lead, in second half as an offense. We just didn't finish. We played about 3.5 quarters of that game, and defense had 3 turnovers in that game, and they put us in position to kind of put the game away, and we didn't finish, as an offense. Myself, just, we just wanted to finish better, and so that's it. Going into this week, we know it's going to be a 4-quarter game, playing against these guys on the field, playing against the fans, and we just got to play our best out there, and like I said earlier, limit the mistakes.
What is it about football? 'Cause you guys in the first half, your offense in the first half and second half were so dramatically different. You were walking on the field in the first half, and then it came dry in the second half. What is it about football that games change so abruptly, it seems?
Yeah, you have to be able to make adjustments. They made adjustments at halftime. We have to be able to adjust as well to their adjustments, and got to be able to move the ball. You got to give your defense a rest. You know what I'm saying? The 2-and-outs aren't a good thing. You got to go down and get points. So that's the biggest thing, going down and get points. 7 is better than 3, but points is good still.
Tell me if I'm nuts, but I feel like you guys as a team could well have left that game going, we could have won that game, and we should probably, I don't want to say moral victory, but if the measurement goes differently on second down before the third down stop, or the Dominic Rhymes play goes just a fraction differently, you guys could well have won that game.
Yeah, but it wasn't just those 2 plays. It was other plays throughout the whole game, so that hurt us as well. So, we just execute, do what we do, play BC Lions football. I think we have a good chance.
Just so I could rephrase that, you didn't leave that game feeling like, or maybe you did. I'm going to start again. Did you leave that game feeling like, yeah, we could win this matchup if we have it a fourth time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. God bless. Go Lions.